Welcome to God's Message Now Today channel, a channel dedicated to bringing you the most inspiring and uplifting messages. To help you connect with God, subscribe for more videos. Today, we will be talking about the topic Last Chance Tonight. Can you hear it? No, not the clamor of the world screaming for your attention. Nor is it the critical voices inside your head, the ones that sow doubt and self-judgment. Listen deeper still, beyond the surface stillness, through the very echoes of your pain. Listen, it is the sound of a shattering silence. It is the whisper just before the dawn, a vibration in the spirit realm that you can feel in your bones. Even if you cannot name it, this is a message breathed out from eternity, sent across space and time, searching for and finding you in this very moment. It is no accident that you are reading these words. There are no accidents in a universe woven by my hand. This encounter was destined, because there is something I yearn for you to know, a truth your soul has been aching to hear. Your silent victory is at hand. That do not be so quick to dismiss this. Do not let skepticism, which has become your all too familiar companion, rob you of this sacred moment. Allow yourself, just for an instant, to believe that there is something more, a grander design at work behind the veiled curtains of your life. This is not an abstract theory or a hollow promise. This is a declaration, an assurance from the heart of the Creator to His most beloved creation. To you, I know where you are. I don't just know your physical location. I know the precise place where your spirit resides. I know the valley you are walking through, one where the shadows seem to stretch endlessly, where every step is heavy with the weight of yesterday and the fear of tomorrow. I know of the storm raging within your mind, the winds of anxiety and the downpours of disappointment. You have fought valiantly, oh my beloved child. You have stood firm when everything around you has crumbled. You have held on to a flickering ember of hope when the night seemed determined to swallow everything whole. And now, I am here to tell you that your struggle has not been in vain. Every tear you have cried has watered the soil of your destiny. Every prayer whispered in desperation has echoed through the heavens like a triumphant symphony. Every moment you chose to believe, even by the thinnest of threads, has woven a strand of gold into the tapestry of your glory. The world may not see your fight. They may only see the surface, the strained smile, the silence they mistake for peace. But I see it all. I see the battles waged behind closed eyes at 3 a.m. I see the weight on your shoulders that no one else recognizes. And I see the victory that is taking shape in the unseen realm, a victory forged in the fire of affliction, shaped by unconditional love, and about to burst forth into your reality so spectacularly that it will redefine everything you have ever known about power and grace. So, take a deep breath. Let your defensive walls come down just for a moment. Open yourself to these words, not with your analytical mind, but with your longing spirit. Because I am about to pull back the curtain, to let you see what I see, to let you feel what I feel for you, and to impress upon your heart an unshakable truth. You are not alone. You are not forgotten, and your breakthrough is not just a possibility. It is an inevitability. Before we speak of the victory, before we speak of the dawn, we must acknowledge the night. I must sit with you in the darkness, not to wallow in it, but so that you know that I am right here, in the very midst of it, with you. My beloved, I see you. Not a fleeting, superficial glance from a distant deity on a lofty throne. No, I see you in the countless moments when your spirit trembles under the weight of trial and doubt. I am there when you close your eyes at the end of a long day, and instead of peace, a wave of exhaustion and anxiety washes over you. I see you as you traverse seemingly endless valleys, where the shadows stretch further than comfort can reach, and the echo of loneliness is your only companion. I feel the heaviness that clings to your heart, the silent ache you dare not speak. It is like an invisible stone you are forced to carry each day, a burden the world cannot see, but that shapes your every interaction, every decision, every breath. You have become masterful at concealing it, at putting on a mask of wellness. But I see through every facade. I see your raw and vulnerable truth, and I love you all the more for it. Every burden you carry, from the smallest worry to the deepest fear, is not hidden from me. They are laid bare before me like a map of your soul. I know well the moments when the night seems endless, when the darkness appears to stretch beyond. The dawn in your soul quietly wrestles with doubts and fears that creep in like a slow, unsettling tide. You lie there, listening to the beat of your own heart, and each beat seems to amplify the questions that plague you. What is going to happen? Am I strong enough? Is God really here? Know this, these moments are not fleeting moments of weakness, but sacred spaces where He meets you. It is in the silence of the night, when the world's distractions fall away, that I can draw nearest to you. It is in your wrestling that I find an invitation to reveal my strength. I notice the silent battles raging within your heart, the quiet whispers of doubt and fear that often cloud your mind. The enemy of your soul is a master liar, and he knows your precise points of vulnerability. He whispers that you have failed, that you are unworthy, that my promises are for others, but not for you. These shadows can seem overwhelming, stretching on like a dark horizon where hope seems distant and unreachable. But it is an illusion, a fog designed to obscure the approaching light. I am here to blow that fog away with the breath of truth. See the tremble within you, the silent hesitation, the unspoken questions that remain in the silence. You may smile and say that everything is fine, but I see the slight tremor in your hand, the clench in your jaw, the fleeting sadness in your eyes. I hear the questions you are too afraid to voice, the prayers you think are too small or too selfish to offer. Nothing is too small for me, Dot. I know the heavy fog of fear, anxiety, and doubt that often envelops your heart, blurring the clarity and peace He desires for you. It is like trying to drive in a dense fog. You know the road is ahead, but you cannot see it, and every foot of progress requires an immense act of trust. I am that road, and I am the light that will pierce the fog. I see the storms that rage within you when doubt creeps in, when uncertainty clouds the horizon of your heart. You look to the future and see only dark clouds. You look to the past and see only regrets. You look at the present and feel only chaos. But I see you, standing firm in the midst of the storm, and I am holding you tighter than you know. I recognize the valleys of uncertainty and the struggle with the shadows of doubt you are walking through, and I am walking beside you every step of the way. And that is the key, my beloved. I am not just observing from a distance. I am not a passive spectator in your story. I am right here. God is here, watching over you with eyes full of tenderness and fierce hope. My eyes are not the eyes of judgment, but the eyes of a proud father, a father who knows the immense potential hidden within you. Even when you cannot see it, I am not detached or distant, but intimately woven into every beat of your heart. Think about that. The breath in your lungs, the pulse in your chest, I am closer than that. I am the life within. You, the strength in your bones, the song in your soul. I am not detached or distant, but intimately woven into every beat of your heart. Think about that. The breath in your lungs, the pulse in your chest. I am closer than that. I am the life within you, the strength in your bones, the song. In your soul, when you feel most alone, remember that I am the steady hand on your shoulder, the quiet presence beside you, whispering reassurance that you are never alone. I am not distant or indifferent. Your feeling of isolation is a lie from the pit of hell. The truth is that you are surrounded, protected, and perfectly loved. I hold you firmly and tenderly in hands that will never let go. The hands that formed the stars are holding you. Let that truth sink deep into your spirit. He is as close as your next breath, as near as the beat of your heart. This is not poetry. It is a sacred reality. Breathe in, that is my grace. Breathe out, that is your surrender. He is not a distant observer waiting for you to fall. He is a present and intimate companion, one who runs to you when you stumble, who lifts you up and wipes away your tears. He is present in your deepest fears and anxieties. When fear constricts you, I am there, breathing peace into your chaos. When anxiety tries to pull you under, I am there, buoying your spirit. I declare to you once and for all, you are never forgotten or abandoned. How could I forget the very one I knit together in your mother's womb? How could I abandon the one whose name I have engraved on the palms of my hands? Behold, you are far more precious than the wildflowers he clothes in incomparable beauty. If I care for the smallest of creations, how could I not care for you, the pinnacle of my creation? Every tear you shed is precious to him, and in his eyes, you are more than your struggles. I do not define you by your scars. I define you by my love for you. I collect your tears in a bottle. They are a sacred reminder of your journey and of my faithfulness. Listen closely to this. The days you feel most abandoned are the very days he is closest, tenderly marking the path for you to walk. When you feel me to be distant, it is often when I am doing my deepest work in you and for you. I am the shepherd who seeks the one lost sheep, who leaves the 99 to find you when you've wandered. You are never too lost to be found. You are never too broken to be healed. In the silence and the feeling of being alone, he is present, he is near, he is love. Love is not an emotion I have. It is the essence of who I am. And I am yours. Finally, know this. I am not afraid of your dark parts. He is not alarmed by your fears. Instead, he is moved by your vulnerability. When you come to me in your raw honesty, not hiding your brokenness, it does not push me away. It draws me closer. He is not deterred by your questions, but rejoices in your desire to seek the depths of his truth with a heart unafraid to wrestle in the dark. Your wrestling is not a sign of a lack of faith. It is a sign of a faith that is alive, breathing, and fighting to take deeper root. And I am here to nourish that faith. Now that you have heard my heart for you in your struggles, let me pull back the curtain on what lies ahead. Let me speak of the dawn that awaits after your longest night. Hear these words, not just with your ears, but with your very soul. Your victory is near. This is not a distant promise whispered by chance. It is the reality he has sown deep within your soul, like a seed buried in the earth, awaiting the warmth of spring. This winter of yours, this season of trial and waiting, has a purpose. It is not the end of the story. It is the necessary preparation for the new life that is about to burst forth. Your breakthrough is gathering strength beneath the surface. It is coming, like a massive dam building pressure before it bursts forth in a powerful cascade of release. Your deliverance is being constructed in the spirit realm. You may not see it, but your enemy feels it, and that is why the attacks have become so intense. He is trying to stop what he knows is inevitable. Hold fast to this truth. Even the darkest night must give way to the morning. This is not an optimistic platitude. It is a law of the universe, established by myself. Darkness has no ultimate power. It can only exist in the absence of light. And I am the light of the world. I am the light that pierces the darkness, the breath that revives the weary, and the hand that upholds the fallen. When I step into a situation, darkness must flee. Do not just hope for victory. Expect it. Your victory is not just near, but inevitable. It has been written in the stars, sealed by the blood of the Son, and guaranteed by my Spirit who lives in you. The breakthrough you long for is coming swiftly. It may not be on a human timetable, but it will come at my perfect time. And when it comes, it will come suddenly and powerfully. And this victory will not be a small relief, a brief lull in this storm. No, this victory is so profound that when it arrives, it will alter your understanding of what is possible. It will expand your vision, deepen your faith, and reset the standard for what you can expect from me. It is not a random, lucky event. It has been shaped with the patience of eternity and the precision of a loving Father. Every detail of your struggle has been used by me to craft a victory that is perfect for you. I waste no pain. Everything has a purpose. He is writing a new story for you, one of triumphant victory that will overshadow every dark chapter that has tried to hold you captive. Your past, your failures, the lies that have imprisoned you, they will become a footnote in the story of my redeeming grace. The next chapter is about restoration, renewal, and release. And understand this. This victory is personal, tailor-made for your journey, and crafted from His boundless grace. This is not a mass-produced blessing. It is custom designed to address your deepest fears, to heal your deepest wounds, and to fulfill the most secret longings of your heart. It will have your name on it. Furthermore, your victory has a purpose beyond yourself. Your victory is not just for you, but serves a greater purpose beyond what you currently understand. It is a beacon of His glory and a testament to His faithfulness. Your story will become a source of hope for others who are trapped in their own valleys. When they see what I have done for you, their faith will be ignited to believe for what I can do for them. Never doubt your place in my plan. You have been a part of this divine plan from the beginning, and no force on earth or in heaven can derail what He has ordained. My plan for your life was set in motion before the foundation of the world. The struggles you have faced did not surprise me. They were factored into my master plan to bring glory to myself and good to you. So prepare yourself. When your victory arrives, it will shake foundations and awaken hope in the hearts of those around you. It will be a resounding declaration of my power and my love, an undeniable testimony that I am still on the throne and that I care for my children. You may be asking, if you love me so much, why did you allow these struggles? Why has the path been so hard? This is an honest question, one that comes from a deep place of pain, and it deserves an honest answer. The truth is, your hardships are not a sign of my absence, but evidence of my work. Every difficulty, every trial you have faced, has a divine purpose. They are not random punishments or meaningless obstacles. They are carefully chosen instruments in my hands, powerful tools to shape you, to refine your faith, and to prepare you for the greater things I have in store for you. Understand this. This season is shaping you, preparing you for a profound victory. Just as a master blacksmith heats metal in the fire to make it both malleable and strong, I am using the pressure of your current circumstances to forge you into a person who can carry the weight of the glory that is to come. You are not being broken. You are being made. Your perseverance is not accidental. It is preparation for your victory. Every day you wake up and choose to keep going, every time you refuse to give up despite feeling exhausted, it is an act of spiritual conditioning. You are building endurance, the resilience of faith. The battle you are fighting is not in vain. Every step you have taken through the storm has been a march toward deliverance. You are moving closer to your promised land with every obedient step. Remember, moments of weakness are not just fleeting moments of weakness. They are sacred spaces where He meets you. It is when you recognize you cannot do it on your own that you open the door for my supernatural strength to flow through you. Your weakness is the stage for my power. My work in you is like that of an expert gardener. His correction is not harsh or condemning. It is a gentle pruning that encourages new life to blossom, like a gardener tending to a precious plant. When a gardener cuts back a branch, it can look like a destructive act. But the gardener knows that by removing what is dead or unproductive, the plant will focus its energy on producing more beautiful flowers and sweeter fruit. In the same way, I remove what hinders your growth so you can bear more abundant and pure fruit. I am pruning attitudes, habits, and relationships that are not life-giving so that you can flourish. So shift your perspective. Your struggles are not punishments, but opportunities for transformation. They are chances to shed what binds you so that He can fill you with the peace and power of His Spirit. Every time you face a fear and choose trust, you are shedding a layer of fear. Every time you forgive someone who has hurt you, you are shedding a layer of bitterness. A holy truth is this: in your brokenness, His grace flows most freely. Like light shining through the cracks of a broken vessel, my power is most visible through your broken hearts. Do not hide them. Bring them to me. He is not angered by your weakness. He rejoices in your desire to be made whole. The storms that rage are not without purpose. They are the crucible where your faith is being forged into something unshakable. A faith that has never been tested cannot be trusted, but a faith that has been through the fire, that has faced the winds and still stands, that is a faith that can move mountains. He is shaping you through every trembling moment. Even the presence of fear has a purpose. The presence of fear is not a failure, but a part of your journey. It is in the wrestling, the struggle against unseen foes, that your faith is refined. Like gold in the fire, every time you feel fear and still choose to trust me, your faith grows a little stronger. The journey through doubt and anxiety is not a detour from your calling, dear one, but a critical part of it. The lessons learned in these moments will refine your character and deepen your dependence on Him. You are learning to trust me not just in the sunshine, but also in the storm. And that is the kind of faith that can change the world. All of these trials, these dark and tangled threads in your life, are being used purposefully. The trials are the threads He uses to create a divine masterpiece that is slowly forming in perfect harmony. You only see the underside of the tapestry, but I see the top, and it is magnificent. And one of the most important virtues formed in this process is patience. Patience is a virtue born in the crucible of trusting. It is not just about waiting. It is about your attitude while you wait. This is one of the hardest lessons. Do not mistake waiting for abandonment. His timing is perfect, even when it feels slow. My clock is not the same as your clock. I see the big picture, from beginning to end, and I know the exact moment to act to bring about the best possible outcome. Patience is not just passive endurance. It is an active, breathing trust in His sovereignty and perfect timing. It is saying, God, I don't understand. I don't like this, but I trust you. I believe you are working, even when I don't see it. I choose to rest in your faithfulness. He is weaving the tapestry of your life, intertwining your days and nights with a purpose that may be hard to grasp now. Every thread, whether of joy or sorrow, success or failure, has its place in the poem. Overall design, even your impatience can be a good sign. Your impatience is not a failure, but a sign of your longing for Him, a desire for the fulfillment that He will bring. It shows that you know there is something better, and you are yearning for it. Channel that yearning toward me. Consider this season of waiting as a sacred space. There is a holiness in this space of waiting. It is a fertile ground where He prepares you to fully carry what He is about to entrust to you. I cannot place a 100-pound blessing on a person who only has a 10-pound capacity. This season of waiting is my time for expanding your capacity. In the waiting, your soul learns its deepest lessons of faith and surrender. Do not fear my silence. Do not mistake His silence for absence. See it as a profound invitation to dance with Him in ways that don't rely on sound or movement. Sometimes the teacher is quietest during a test. My silence is a sign that I trust you have learned the lesson and can apply it. This time of silence is a sacred space, a holy pause that allows the melody of your faith to grow into something deeper, richer, more resilient. When you feel lost, know that even that has a purpose. Your feeling of being lost is a sacred desert where faith is refined like gold through fire. It is in the desert that you learn to live on manna from heaven instead of your own resources. Waiting in the darkness can feel unbearable, but it is the space where your soul reaches for Him in raw dependence. It is when you have nothing left to hold on to that you learn that I alone am enough. Hold this to your heart. Divine timing transcends human urgency, and in the waiting, your faith is refined as pure gold. Trust the process. Trust me. Even when you feel at your weakest, when you think you cannot take another step, I want to remind you of a truth. You are stronger than you think. I have placed an extraordinary strength and resilience within you. And this season of trial is not meant to break you, but to reveal that strength. Look back at how far you have come. You have persevered with a strength you didn't know you had. You have made it through days you thought would never end. You have faced news that broke your heart. You have gotten back up after being knocked down. That was not your own strength, my love. That was my strength working through you. The flickering flame of faith within you is the very thing He is poised to ignite into a blaze of glory. Even if your faith is just a single ember, do not despise it. A single spark can set a forest ablaze. Give me your ember, and I will breathe my spirit upon it and turn it into a raging fire. There is a divine endowment on your life. He has placed an anointing on you, a divine empowerment that no trial can destroy. This anointing is my mark upon you, an endowment of purpose and power. It cannot be washed away by tears, burned away by the fire of trial, or stolen by the enemy. It is yours. Change the way you see yourself. You are a warrior. Deep within you is a resilience. He has placed there an unquenchable light that no darkness can dim. You were made from the material of stars and breathed into by the breath of the Almighty. Stop acting like a victim. Walk like the victor I created you to be. Your spirit will find strength not in the calm, but in standing firm through the storm. Just as an oak tree stands firm amidst the fiercest winds, the wind does not break the oak. It forces its roots to go deeper. The storms in your life are forcing your roots to go deeper into me. Here is a divine paradox. His power is made perfect in your weakness. When you admit your weakness, you create space for my power to show up. Therefore, you are not weak but courageous when you come to me with your honest doubts and fears. That vulnerability takes immense courage. Though you may feel small and insignificant in the grand scheme of the universe, your fear highlights your need for Him, and in that need lies profound strength. Self-sufficient pride is a weakness, but godly dependence is an unparalleled strength. Your trembling is not a failure. It is a sacred invitation to deepen your reliance on Him, for His strength to be perfected in your weakness. Every time you tremble and still reach for me, you are growing stronger in the Spirit. Do not look for a map from the world. The map you seek has been etched within your soul by Him. I have placed my purpose inside of you. Listen to the still, small voice within. It is my compass guiding you. And be sure of this, your faith will grow not in spite of the trials, but because of them. Like a muscle that grows when it is torn and repaired, your faith is built in the tension of the struggle. You are getting stronger every day, even when you do not feel like it. Now, we must speak of the true enemies in this fight. The enemy is not your circumstances, not other people, and certainly not me. The true enemies are the invisible invaders that assault your mind and heart, fear, doubt, and anxiety. They are the primary tools of the adversary, designed to paralyze you and prevent you from receiving the victory I have promised. Fear and anxiety are master thieves. They do not break into your house to take your physical possessions. They are far more subtle. They break into your soul to rob you of the most precious thing I give you, your peace. Fear can be a thief, stealing your peace and planting seeds of paralysis, making each step feel heavier. Fear takes a future situation and pulls all of its potential pain into the present moment. It makes you suffer 100 times in your imagination for tragedies that may never happen. It freezes you, making you afraid to take risks, afraid to dream, afraid to step out of your comfort zone. Anxiety whispers lies, convincing you that you are alone, that no one understands, that you are forgotten or rejected. Anxiety is a distorted storyteller. It takes a grain of truth and builds a castle of deception around it. It tells you that I have forgotten you, that your prayers are hitting a brass ceiling, and that you have to figure everything out on your own. It is the oldest lie in the book. Fear is a master of disguise, sometimes cloaking itself in practicality or caution, but underneath it seeks to sever your connection to his peace. It will say, I'm not being fearful, I'm just being realistic. But there is a huge difference between wisdom and worry. Wisdom is building your house on the rock. Worry is never building a house for fear of a storm. Doubt often travels with fear, casting shadows over the promises he has breathed into your soul. Doubt is like clouds that obscure the sun. The sun is still there, just as bright and powerful as ever, but you cannot feel its warmth or see its light. Doubt does not change the truth of my promises, but it can prevent you from experiencing them. But here is the good news. Fear has no dominion over you when you choose to trust in him. Fear is a bully. It only has the power you give it. When you shift your focus from your fear to me, the bully loses its power. Anxiety can ring loud in your mind, telling stories of what could go wrong, whispering lies about your inadequacy and unworthiness. It is a broken radio, repeating the same negative message over and over. But I declare to you today, these lies are not from him. My voice is the voice of peace, hope, and love. Learn to distinguish between the two. Fear is a veil that obscures the brilliance of his promises. It does not erase the promises, but it makes them hard to see. Your job is to reach out in faith and pull that veil down. Anxiety can cloud moments of peace, the what-ifs cascading relentlessly through your mind, the quickening beat of a heart reluctant to trust. You can be having a good day, and then one anxious thought creeps in, and suddenly your peace is stolen. It is a deliberate attack on your joy. Etch this into your soul. Fear was never meant to be the language of your soul. You were created for love, power, and a sound mind. Fear is a foreign invader, an alien language. And fear always tries to convince you that you are alone. That is its biggest lie, because my presence is the ultimate truth. However, do not despair when you feel these emotions. Fear, anxiety, and doubt are not signs of weakness or failure. They are invitations. They are invitations to run to me, invitations to exercise your faith, invitations to go deeper into my presence. Anxiety can grip your mind like an unexpected thief in the night, stealing peace and replacing it with racing thoughts. But you have the authority to apprehend those thieves and turn them over to me. Even doubt can be redeemed. Doubt is not rebellion, but a precursor to understanding and trust, like a seed that must crack open before it can grow. An honest doubt brought to me is far better than a blind, untested faith. In summary, see anxiety for what it is. Anxiety is a thief that seeks to steal your peace and joy. And you do not have to let that thief operate freely in your house. So, how do you fight these invaders? You do not fight alone. You do not fight in your own strength. You fight by running to the shelter, by anchoring yourself to the rock, by immersing yourself in my presence. I provide a way through fear and anxiety, and that way is found in me. In the chaos of your mind. Listen. I am the quiet voice in the chaos, the gentle hand that holds you steady when your knees grow weak, the breath that fills your lungs when fear steals your peace. When you feel like you are sinking, reach out. I am right there. I invite you. Now, O child of mine, to lay down the weapon of anxiety and embrace the peace he freely offers. Worrying is like trying to row a boat through a hurricane by yourself. Surrender is letting go of the oars and letting me, the captain of the storm, steer the ship. And when you do, a miracle happens. His peace, which transcends all understanding, will settle like a river over the arid valleys of your heart. This is not the world's peace, which is dependent on circumstances. This is a supernatural peace, one that can exist even in the midst of the storm. Know that I am not in a hurry. I will not give up on you. He is here always, and he is endlessly patient. You can come to me again and again with the same fear, and each time I will meet you with the same grace and compassion. I am the anchor you can hold on to even in the fiercest storms. The waves may crash, the winds may blow, but if you are anchored to me, you will not be swept away. His presence is the constant, a steady hand on your trembling life. When the lies of anxiety ring out, counter them with the truth. His word is greater, his truth is deeper. Let your soul anchor in the certainty of his love and the promise that he works all things for your good and for his glory. His peace transcends all understanding. Do not try to analyze it. Just receive it. Breathe it in. Let it fill you. I am a waiting refuge, a shining sanctuary where you are fully known and wholly loved. I did not give you a spirit of fear. Instead, I breathed into you a spirit of power, of love, and of a sound mind. That is your birthright as my child. Reclaim it. He is not a distant observer waiting for you to fall. He is a present and intimate companion, reaching through the whispers of your fear, ready to envelop you in perfect peace. Imagine me wrapping my arms around you, shielding you from the lies that assail you. His love is the antidote to isolation. Fear thrives in isolation, but it dies in the light of love and community. That is why it tries to convince you that you are alone. The miracle is that when you offer your fears to him, he weaves them into a tapestry of faith, creating beauty from what was once terror. Every conquered fear becomes a testimony to my power. When your mind races with the what-ifs, your heart can be stilled in the knowledge that he is your constant redeemer. Let the truth of who I am be bigger than the uncertainty of your circumstances. Remember, courage is born of vulnerability. The valley of fear is not a place of failure, but a sacred ground where faith is nurtured. I am the wellspring that never runs dry. You can draw upon my peace and strength every single day, and I will never run out. Fear, anxiety, and doubt are invitations to draw nearer to his presence, to discover how vast his love is in comparison to the smallness of your worries. Place your worries next to my greatness, and they will shrink to their proper size. When you feel overwhelmed, listen. He is whispering your name gently, calling you back to rest. Your name is safe on my lips. Healing comes through in trusting these emotions to him in sincere conversation. Talk to me. Pour out your heart. I am not shocked. I can handle it. Fear loses its power when faced with the knowledge of his complete and unwavering presence. His love penetrates the deepest shadows. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the decision to walk through it with him guiding every step. I do not promise you will never feel fear, but I promise you will never have to face it alone. I am the steady rhythm beneath the trembling, the calm within the pulse of the storm. His steadfast love is the eternal foundation beneath your feet. So, look up and remember you are held by hands stronger than any fear. I am the lamp to your feet, even when the path is unclear. I am the gentle shepherd who seeks the lost sheep, even when it has wandered off in confusion. Receive this gift now, a peace that passes all understanding, not a fleeting calm, but a deep reassurance that anchors your soul through every gale. Foundation of all these promises, the bedrock upon which your victory is built, the purpose of your struggle is revealed, and your fears are defeated, is a simple yet infinitely profound truth. My love for you. This is not a weak, fickle, circumstantial love. This is a love that is unconditional, unshakable, eternal, and the very essence of who I am. Understanding this love is the key that unlocks everything else. To truly grasp my love, you must let go of the image of a distant, uncaring deity. That image is a distortion, a lie crafted to keep you at a safe distance from intimacy. The truth is the exact opposite. I repeat, he is not detached or distant. He is intimately woven into every beat of your heart. I am not a king on a faraway balcony, waving to the crowds. I am down in the streets with you, walking the same dusty roads, feeling the same heat of the sun. When I look at you, I do not just see your actions. I see your heart. I look at you with eyes steeped in unconditional love and destiny. I see not only who you are now, but who I created you to be. I see the masterpiece hidden beneath the dust of the struggle. I am the steady hand on your shoulder, the quiet presence beside you, whispering reassurance that you are never alone. Even when you cannot feel me, I am there. Even in the silence that sometimes stretches between your prayers, his heart whispers your name. My silence is not indifference. It is a deep trust, a space for your faith to grow. And when you stumble, when you make mistakes, run to me, not from me. He is not angered by your weakness. He rejoices in your desire to be made whole. What pleases me is not your perfection, but your pursuit. You are never beyond the reach of his mercy, no matter how far you feel you have fallen. My mercy is deeper than any of your failures. I am your lighthouse in the fog. I am the unwavering beacon that cuts through the mist to guide you home. No matter how far you have wandered, my light will always be shining to show you the way back. And know that he is here always, and he is endlessly patient. I will never give up on you. Every small detail of your life matters to me. Every tear you shed is precious to him. They are not wasted. They are a form of liquid prayer. And I, hear everyone. Let this truth wash away all feelings of loneliness. He is as close as your next breath, as near as the beat of your heart. He is not just a distant observer waiting for you to fall. He is a present and intimate companion. He is not alarmed by your fears. Instead, he is moved by your vulnerability. Your honesty is a gift to me. It opens the door to deeper intimacy. I am the only one who can heal your deepest parts. I am the healer who mends the wounds no one else can touch, the restorer who breathes life into what was once lifeless. The wounds you hide from the world, bring them to me. I am not afraid of them. I can turn your scars into stars. Once again, he is not distant or indifferent. He is the gentle shepherd who seeks the lost sheep, even when it has wandered off in confusion. You may feel lost, but you are never truly lost to me. I always know where you are, and I am always on my way to find you. Rest in this truth. His eyes are fixed on you with unwavering devotion, his arms open and ready to embrace you into the fullness of his love. Run into that embrace. It is where you belong. My love is not just a feeling I have for you. It defines who you are. Your true identity is not found in your accomplishments, your failures, the opinions of others, or your feelings. Your true identity is anchored securely and permanently in my love. Let this truth wash over you. Your past mistakes, your failures, your moments of weakness, they do not define you. They are events that happened, not the essence of who you are. I define you, and I say you are my child. I say you are loved. I say you are forgiven. My word is final. You are more precious than the rarest gem, more loved than the morning sun breaking through a darkened sky. Your value is not based on your performance. It is based on your origin. You are the child of the King, and that makes you royalty. His love for you is not dependent on your performance or victories. It is the endless wellspring from which you draw life. You cannot earn my love, and you cannot lose it. It simply is, like the air you breathe. Stop trying to deserve it and start learning to receive it. You are intimately known by him. Your name is etched on the palms of his hands, and your story is woven into the very fabric of eternity. You are not a number, not a face in the crowd. You are a known and loved individual, and your life has eternal significance. Start walking in the truth of who I made you to be. You were made for victory, created to rise above every challenge, crafted to walk in the fullness of his power. This is your destiny. Anything less is a lie. You are his masterpiece, intricately and wonderfully forged from the depths of his heart. Even the parts you do not like about yourself were permitted by me and can be redeemed for my purpose. You are not a mistake. You are a masterpiece in progress. Let this be your final affirmation. You are infinitely loved, known without pretense, and held forever in his heart. Your identity is not defined by fleeting trials or whispers of fear, but by the eternal covenant that binds your heart to his. Circumstances change, feelings come and go, but my covenant of love is unbreakable. So rest in this, my beloved. You belong to him, dear one, not because of what you do or how you perform, but because of who you are, his beloved, made in his image, sealed by his Spirit, and held forever as his own. This love is not contingent on fleeting circumstances or temporary emotions. It is a pure, unshakable declaration of your eternal belonging to him. When you look in the mirror and see your struggles, remember that I see you and say, in his eyes, you are more than your struggles. You are the beloved for whom he gave everything. To understand my love, my presence, and my plan is one thing. To step into it is another. The bridge between understanding and experience is an act of the will, the choice to trust, to surrender, and to yield. This is not a passive act. It is the most active and courageous engagement you can undertake. I cannot force it upon you. I can only invite you. And I am inviting you now. I am constantly, gently, and persistently inviting you too. Let go of the burdens you were never created to carry. The burden of trying to control everything, the burden of constant worry, the burden of paralyzing doubt. Give them to me, and in exchange, receive my rest. He asks you now to hold on, to lean deeper into him, to let this truth saturate you. The victory he has promised is not a distant hope, but an unfolding reality meant for you. Leaning into me means shifting your weight from your own weary legs onto my never-failing strength. He invites you now to cling to this hope as a lifeline, even when your heart is tired and your spirit is bruised. Hope is not a feeling. It is a decision. It is the decision to believe my promise more than the evidence of your circumstances. Believe in his heart for you. Trust in the power he has given, and in this moment, let your soul exhale every doubt and inhale the promise of what is to come. Breathe in my promise. Breathe out your doubt. This is a holy exchange. As you stand on this precipice, he urges you to lift your eyes from the struggle, to look toward the horizon where his light is breaking through. Where will your eyes be? Fixed on the waves crashing at your feet, or on the lighthouse in the distance? The choice is yours. Embrace the truth that your deliverance is not a dream, but a certainty he has sealed with his love. Do not turn away from this truth. Hold it close, cherish it, claim it as your own. Say it out loud. My victory is coming. My deliverance is certain. There is power in declaring the truth. He invites you now, O child of mine, to lay down the weapon of anxiety and embrace the peace he freely offers. Worry is a weapon you are pointing at yourself. Put it down. Take a moment, breathe deeply, and feel his presence surrounding you like a warm blanket on a cold night. Here is a concrete action. Place your heaviness in his hands. It is the lifeline he has prepared for you, a place where your soul can find rest and renewal. Visualize taking your worries, the bills, the relationship, the health fears, and placing them into my hands that can hold the universe. Do not be afraid to trust him with your doubts, your anxieties, your trembling hopes. I can handle it all. Your honesty is an act of worship. Bring every anxious thought to him as a precious offering. Speak in these quiet moments. Courage is born of the vulnerability with which you openly express your fears and doubts before him, inviting his healing presence to transform them into strength. Trust enough to lay your anxiety down. When worry threatens to overwhelm your joy, remember his voice rises above it all, whispering promises of peace you cannot earn, but can only receive by surrender. Do not try to still the storm on your own. Lean into him, and he will be your calm. Come to the quiet refuge where your heart can be still and know that he is God. When you offer your fears to him, he weaves them into a tapestry of faith, creating beauty from what was once terror. Ask yourself this question: what if you could let go of the burden of understanding? What if surrender became your bridge from fear to hope? He is calling you to step out of the frantic need for control and understanding and to place your hand fully in his. Let your heart find refuge in his faithfulness, which never wavers or fails. Enjoy your solitude into a sanctuary where you can express your heart with sincerity and vulnerability. Practice this daily. Lay your anxieties before him, not in shame but in trust. Speak your fears aloud or in silent prayer, then take a deep breath of reassurance that he is holding all your uncertainties. Practice trust even on the days your feelings betray you. Do not turn away from him. Bring those fears into the light of his love and watch them transform into your testimony. Do not shy away from the silent moments when prayers seem to echo into nothingness. Those are the times your faith is taking its deepest root. Open your hands and heart to the slow unfolding of his divine plan, knowing that every moment of waiting is a step toward greater peace and understanding. Offer your fears to him now, trusting that he is working tirelessly for your good, weaving a tapestry of hope and victory from the threads of uncertainty. Trust him with your hard struggles. Speak honestly to him about your fears, your restless spirit, and your moments of despair. Give him your doubts today, offering them as a fragrant offering of trust. Step into his presence with a willingness to be refined, knowing that even your most uncertain steps are guided by his honoring hand. Release your restless heart to him and find rest in his perfect timing. Finally, come to him with all your wounds and your wonder, your questions and your quiet hopes, and let him fill you with a presence that sustains and delights. Faith is not the absence of doubt. Hope is not the absence of sorrow. They are choices made in the midst of those emotions. They are spiritual muscles that are strengthened through their use, that be honest about where you are. This is a moment just before a breakthrough, where faith wrestles with despair and hope stands thin but unyielding. Acknowledge that tension. It is okay. Remember, faith comes not from the absence of fear, but from the choice to walk through it with him by your side. Faith is not a feeling. It is an action. Your trembling is not a failure, but a sacred invitation to deepen your reliance on him, for his strength to be perfected in your weakness. Courage is born of vulnerability. The valley of fear is not a place of failure, but a sacred ground, where faith is nurtured. Faith is not the absence of uncertainty, but the choice to trust in His unwavering goodness despite it. It is saying, I don't understand, but I know you, and I trust you. Faith is refined like gold in the fire. The process is hot and uncomfortable, but the result is something precious and indestructible. Your faith will grow not in spite of the trials, but because of them. Hold on to hope. Hope is a living flame that no darkness can extinguish. It may flicker, but it never goes out. Be honest about your doubts. Doubt is not betrayal, but a part of your sincere pursuit of Him. Bring them to me. I am not afraid of them. There is a holy tension in the space where faith and doubt meet. It is not a battlefield of failure, but a sacred arena where trust is. Forged by fire, it is in that arena that champions are made. And you, my beloved, are being made into a champion. One of the greatest challenges to faith is believing in what you cannot see. You live in a physical, tangible world, but the real battle and the real work are happening in the unseen realm. I want to pull back the curtain just a little, so you can catch a glimpse of how I am working behind the scenes of your life, orchestrating everything for my glory and your good. Never for a moment believe the lie that nothing is happening. Even when the surface of your life is still or chaotic, there is a profound divine activity taking place. I never sleep, nor do I slumber. I am always working. He is moving unseen currents behind the scenes of your life, orchestrating a symphony of redemption and victory. You may only hear a few stray notes or a discordant passage, but I hear the entire symphony. I am arranging every person, every place, and every circumstance into its proper place to create a glorious finale. Trust my timing. His timing is perfect, even when it feels slow. Your delay is not my denial. It is often my protection. I am holding some things back until you are ready, or until other people involved are ready. Your victory is not a hastily assembled product. He is sculpting your victory with the patience of eternity and the precision of a loving Father who knows exactly what you need. I am creating a masterpiece, and great art takes time. He is writing a new story for you. Do not let the current chapter fool you into thinking it is the end of the book. There are many more pages to come, and this story has a greater purpose. Your victory is not just for you, but serves a greater purpose beyond what you currently understand. It is a beacon of His glory and a testament to His faithfulness. Rest in this truth. You have been a part of this divine plan from the beginning, and no force on earth or in heaven can derail what He has ordained. No mistake you have made, no attack from the enemy can derail my sovereign plan for your life. My work in you is gentle. His correction is not harsh or condemning. It is a gentle pruning that encourages new life to blossom. Even in silence, I am speaking. Even in those quiet moments, His presence shines brightest. Here is the promise that covers it all. He is working all things for your good and for His glory. All things, not some things, not the nice things, all things. Even the broken, painful, confusing things, I can redeem it all. He is shaping you in unseen fires, refining you as gold, making you holy and whole. Picture this. He is weaving the tapestry of your life, intertwining your days and nights with a purpose that may be hard to grasp now. You are standing too close, seeing only a few threads. But I see the entire design. Even your impatience is understood by me. Your impatience is not a failure, but a sign of your longing for Him. Though you may not see or feel His hand, it is beneath you, steady and sure. The tapestry of your life, though it may seem tangled or frayed, is a divine masterpiece unfolding in perfect harmony. He is the master weaver who sees the full pattern. Remember, purpose comes not just from grand achievements, but from every small act of love and obedience. tenderly cultivated into your daily life. I am the restorer. He is the healer, the restorer, who breathes life into what was once lifeless. And again, trust my timing. Divine timing transcends human urgency, and in the waiting, your faith is refined as pure gold. Trust the weaver. Trust the potter. Trust your loving Father. I am working. Always. We have walked through the valley of pain, faced the enemies of fear, and stood on the mountaintop of promise. Now, as we conclude this message, I want to leave you with a gift and a charge. The gift is intimacy, and the charge is actioned out after all is said and done. My ultimate goal is not just to bring you a victory or a breakthrough. Those are byproducts. The ultimate goal, the deepest desire of my heart, is you. I desire a deep, real, intimate relationship with you. His desire is that you find peace not in the resolution, but in the relationship itself. The resolution of problems will bring temporary relief, but intimacy with me brings eternal peace. Intimacy with him is the greatest gift he longs to give. It is greater than any material blessing, greater than any accomplishment. Because when you have me, you have everything. This intimacy is not measured in grand gestures or distant rituals, but in the nearness of two intertwined hearts. It is found in the quiet conversations, in the moments of surrender, in the sharing of your smallest joys and your deepest sorrows. In this sacred communion, you will find a belonging that transcends all earthly definitions, a home where your heart beats in rhythm with his. You may feel out of place in this world, but in me, you are always home. You belong to him, dear one, not because of what you do or how you perform, but because of who you are. This belonging is not contingent on fleeting circumstances or temporary emotions. It is eternal, anchored in the depths of his love, which surpasses all understanding. As you step into this intimacy and believe my promise, a transformation occurs. This message ends not with a struggle, but with a promise of complete restoration, a renewal of strength, and the ability to live a life full of my love and purpose. I am the breath that revives the weary and the hand that upholds the fallen. Let me breathe new life into you right now. I will ignite the flickering flame of faith within you into a blaze of glory. He is breathing new life into you. Stand tall and declare, you were made for victory, created to rise above every challenge, crafted to walk in the fullness of his power. I heal the wounds you have hidden even from yourself. I restore the fire that once burned brightly within you. In my presence, your soul can find rest and renewal. His peace, which transcends all understanding, will settle like a river over the arid valleys of your heart. I will guide you into a place of confidence, courage, and calm. Confidence will blossom not in your own strength, but in the unshakable power of his love holding you steady. I will renew your strength like the eagles, soaring on unseen currents. Know that you are never lost to him. You will find your vision clarified, your hope rekindled, and your spirit restored like a river flowing steadily to the sea. I will give you a peace that passes all understanding, not a fleeting calm, but a deep reassurance that anchors your soul through every gale. In my hands, brokenness gives way to beauty, and scars become testaments to his faithfulness. And finally, you will live fully as his beloved. This message is not meant to be passively consumed. It is a living seed. Now I entrust it to you. What will you do with it? If your soul has been stirred by these words, do not turn away, but share them gently with others who need to hear of his love. You know someone in your life who needs to hear these words right now. Perhaps it is a friend, a family member, or even a stranger. Do not keep this grace to yourself. Become a conduit for my hope. By sharing this message, you are participating in my work of healing broken hearts and setting captives free. You are becoming part of the answer to someone else's prayer, God. And for you, hold this message in the deepest part of your soul, a beacon to return to whenever you need to remember who you are in Him. Bookmark it, save it, reread it. Let these words become a soundtrack for your life, a constant reminder of your truth, your love, and your destiny. When the world tries to tell you who you are, come back here and hear my voice. When fear tries to suffocate you, come back here and breathe my peace. When doubt clouds your mind, come back here and anchor yourself to my promise. The battle is not over, but the outcome has been decided. Your victory is coming. Hold on, believe, and know with all the certainty in your soul that you are seen, you are known, and you are deeply, profoundly loved. You are His, now and forever. Amen. Thank you for listening to the messages from God. If you find it interesting, please subscribe and look forward to the next videos. Goodbye and see you again.